All right. So, I started playing tennis about a week ago. Today is Sunday. So, about a week ago, I played my first game of tennis after I'm 26 years old. And growing up, I've always played, my main sports were swimming, basketball, and soccer. Those are the three big sports that I played growing up and that I really enjoyed. You get out there and have that team connection, working as a team, getting out there and practicing at least once a week, having games once or twice a week. Swim team was practice every day during the summer. It took up the majority of my summer, that month and a half in June and July. But as I've gotten older, especially after high school, when the high school sports stopped, and only if you were really, really good at one particular sport did you continue to really play in college. And there were some intramurals, but you know, your first priority is school and making sure that that you graduate, hopefully, right? So I found in the past I've been out of school for almost 3.5 years now, and it's been very hard to find you know interactive sports with people. More just something that brings you and your buddies together or your friends together. It's as we get older and right before we turn 21, and of course afterwards, when you get together with friends, when you're all finally get the same day off from work, you go out and what do? Usually, you know, anything like me and being in America or anywhere else that I've been to, you go out and you drink. And it's usually not just one or two, usually it's a big party and it turns into usually a great time, but then you're spending the whole next day repaying for the fun you had that night. So, something that I'm very passionate about and what I am currently trying to do is find an alternative to trying, having a good time with your friends at the expense of your body and having to repay the entire next day. Because most people, they're not just satisfied with one or two drinks, especially at my age. Maybe when you're older, but at the place I work now, it doesn't really seem that way either. They seem to just keep going. You know, your inhibitions get lowered, and you just kind of have a good time. So, the reason I bring up my recent introduction to tennis, I've now played 3 games. I played 2 more later this week on my day off. Is that it seemed to have bring people that I work with together for the first time that didn't involve drinking or a bar, which is really cool. I enjoyed that. It's a employee tournament bracket in which we have one person that kind of sets it up and he chooses different groups and then we play each other. There's a list, and you have to set up your own time and figure out when you have the same days off and you go out and you play. I had never played before. So my games did not last that long. But I went out there, bought I bought a racket, and the first game that I played, it was more of a lesson than it was a game, but still, once I learned how to play and it was more fluid and I at least knew the rules, I wasn't exactly putting the ball where I wanted it, but the point is, it was fun. And I was hanging out with people from work and having a good time, and I didn't feel like shit the next day. It was fantastic. Alright? So that's kind of what I'm here to talk to you about today. I'm going to make this video kind of short, but I just wanted to let you know that there are other options besides having to go out and booze. Yes, going out and boozing is probably a lot easier, but guess what? Going out and, I don't know, going for a group run or taking your bikes out, you don't get bikes, don't be that expensive, and going through trails and having a trail ride together. Getting outside, enjoying the sunshine. I know it's winter. I'm down here in Florida, so it's not really winter. It's kind of like a spring or a fall weather, even though it's cooler. It's, doesn't feel like winter. Being from North Carolina, Florida, this is extremely warm. So, kind of wrap this up. To be able to go out there, and enjoy high-spirited, high-energy fun together that you would try to imitate under the influence of alcohol, you can naturally get through exercising and releasing those endorphins together, in the spirit of competition. You may be asking, but I'm not that good. I don't know what I'm doing. That's okay. It should be okay. I mean, you're there to play, right? In my honest opinion or my belief, I feel like, why be so competitive? I mean, yes, healthy competition is okay, but you shouldn't get so serious about it. Just laugh it off because it's just a game. It should be just a game. We have enough competition in everyday life anyway. Who has the nicer car? Who has the better job? Who has the shinier watch? Whatever it may be, the nicer clothes. To take a break from all that competition, who's better than who, what's better than what, and just get out there and have fun together. The friendly competition. The outdoor recreational stuff, which I love. I go on at least one hiking trip a year with my best buddies, and recently with my best buddies and my girlfriend, which was quite an experience and an awesome one at that. Just getting out there and doing it, like that's the kind of stuff that I personally truly enjoy, and that I invite you to try as well, to what I call creating a more holistic and smoother circle. A circle or a wheel that goes up and down. There's cycles of good and bad, and you have positive feelings and negative feelings, times of gains and times of losses. You have anabolism and catabolism, all these things. It's a positive, negative, different spectrum, but it all comes full circle. Alright, I hope this helps you a little bit. If you want any help or ideas on how to become more recreationally active with your buddies, please leave a comments down below. I'll be sure to try to check them more often. I'm going to try to make these a regular thing. I know I keep saying it, but slowly but surely I'm getting these things going. Thank you for watching. Talk to you next time. Peace.